Hello everyone, my name is Appleguy, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. In the previous video, we did a side quest involving a bunch of trading that allowed us to gain access to the magical armor that I am wearing right now. It's a pretty cool cosmetic item, and because I couldn't show it off in the previous video, let's go ahead and take just a small bit of damage from this Boko so you guys can see what happens. I lost a ton of rupees, and instead of losing health, I just am now poor. So, if that's worth it to you, then superb. If it's not worth it to you, no worries, we have a lot of health anyway. We are here on Forest Haven today because we are doing the Withered Deku Sprout minigame. It's not a minigame, it's a side quest. Earlier in the series, we helped the Koroks complete their little ceremony, and they all flew off with a brand new seed each. There's 8 of them around the world, and they are here to plant seeds. That was terrible. Come on, please save myself, please, please, please. That's a shame. They're planting seeds around the world, and it's not going so well. We've actually encountered a few of them so far. The seeds are withering. It's not a bright scene. And so what we need to do is help them out. It is in our benefits, of course. Link's a good guy, but I mean, generally, some's got to be done in his favor. No. Don't let this happen. I'm gonna meet you guys inside. I can't do this anymore. What's funny to me is I'm pretty sure that with the Deku Leaf, you don't even have to do the grappling hook challenge. But you know, what can I say? I'm a stickler. Alright, we'll fill up our bottle with forest water, which has 30 minutes of magical properties before it becomes normal water once again. So we have 30 minutes to water 8 different plants, and once all those plants are watered, we will have completed the side quest. You know you need the forest water because you can talk to the Koroks that are around the world, and they'll say, oh, it seems that the sacred forest water is a great fertilizer for our plants. So we know to help them out. We're going to begin helping out one to the east of our current location, which is this way. Perfect. Like I said, we've encountered a couple of these guys around the world before, and so we're going to be going back and helping them out little by little. All 8 of them will be done in today's video, and we'll be getting our prize as well. And I won't spoil what the prize is, but I can say it's more useful than getting 1,000 Korok seeds in the Breath of the Wild game. So, you know you're in for at least that. Alright, let's sail a little back over this. We can kind of see up on the top there that there is one hanging out. We've been to this one before, actually. There is a little bit of a challenge you need to do in order to get over there. There is an inside jungle gym course of sorts through this hole that we need to complete to get to the other side. We've done this earlier in the series, though, so it's not too big of a deal. It's pretty much just, nope, I didn't mean to leave. I meant to go through the challenge, not leave the challenge. I have to do it. We did it once already. I believe we got a piece of heart, or maybe it was a treasure chart. This should look familiar to you. If not, there might have been an episode you missed. If so, that's no biggie. You can always just rewatch it. Or, I mean, just sort of watch me do it now. There are some enemies and some plants and, you know, all the crazy fun stuff we like to see here. Alright, one of these turns into a seedling that helps us get up. Is it this one? It is. Awesome. Yes, we can get up to here. Great. And then do we need... Oh, we do. We're going to need the Deku Leaf to get across here. We'll go ahead and put that on our R button. Nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip back over to the map screen. I like to have the map because it's useful so that I know where we're heading next. But yeah, that's the little jump challenge. Here we go. We'll emerge up here and we can talk to the Korok. You always have to talk to the Korok first. I will do what I can to make sure this forest tree does not wither any further. Please, swordsman, go to the forest haven and bring back some forest water. Can you please help me? We can. We always have to chat with them because if you try watering it without chatting with them, it won't work. You'll have to chat with them and then re-water. Thankfully, you have unlimited water in the 30 minutes, so we're all good there. Thank you very much, swordsman. You must find 7 more of my fellow Koroks. If we pour that forest water on all of our trees, the trees will surely grow strong again. But remember, in just 28 minutes, the force water will turn into plain water. So hurry up and look for my fellow Koroks. Yes, will do. You also don't have to do these all in one sitting. If you were to try and do this blind and you happen to miss a Korok, it's not too big of a deal. You will be able to refill and then find the missing Koroks. Alright, so now we're going to head over to, I believe, Southern Fairy Island. Yes, yes. And then we have to go west to Shark Island, which contains the next Withered Deku Tree? Yeah, it's a Withered Deku Tree, or Withered Korok Seed. It's a couple of things. Here we go. Warping around with the Ballad of the Gales is, of course, super useful. Like the trading sequence we just completed, there is no set time when you have to do this in the game. You could have done this earlier in the game, you could do it later in the game. I just find it convenient to do it now. Also, it's super helpful because we do have the Ballad of the Gales, which is a song that is just astronomically useful in our endeavors. That island that's not the island, is it? This one over here to the left? Is this the island, or is the island over there to the right? It's gotta be this one, right? Was I not sailing with the Swift Sail? I don't even remember. This is Shark Island? This is Shark Island, okay. Perfect. Shark Island. We can sail up and go ahead and hop off. You can see the Korok right there to the right next to that sign. I'll go ahead and show you guys what happens if you try and water it without chatting with the Korok. If you just kind of cut the line and pour the water out, it's like, yay! Oh my gosh, wait, it does work? Does it work? Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe, okay. I know what it is. You need to talk to a Korok. It's not each Korok, you need to talk to a Korok. You need to talk to a Korok once in order to start the actual side quest. That makes a lot more sense. The next place we need to go is Great Fish Isle, which is another place we can teleport to straight away. I believe it's this one right here, Great Fish Isle. Alrighty, this one is super easy to get to. This is going to be a really quick one. It's actually right next to where you teleport to, which is useful. It's on a spiral platform dead ahead. Like, I think when we spawn, we'll be facing it. Am I correct in assuming that? Nope, it's to the right. It's this one right here, this little spiral island. Now it's dead ahead. He's up at the top there. You can kind of see him just barely. They're all little small guys, you know. They're less hidden than they were in Breath of the Wild. I keep making that joke. If you guys are unaware, you haven't played Breath of the Wild, or haven't seen or heard from Breath of the Wild, there are... No, I don't want to talk to you, King. There are, I believe, 1,000 Koroks hidden. 999? I think it's 1,000. 1,000 Koroks hidden throughout the game. And they're like under rocks and in trees and stuff. And you gotta hunt them all down if you want to get the prize. And then the prize is a terrible item. So, it's like, ooh, is that even worth it? That's a fair question. Alright, King of Red Lions, we actually need you here once again. We gotta go due south. Which way is south? This way is south. We gotta go south to the Needle Rock Isle. There's another one right there. It'll be very easy to grab this one. And then we have to warp once again. It is nighttime now. It's the dead of night here in Wind Waker season. Is this a Needle Rock? Am I going the right way? Wait, this says Isle of Steel? Oh, I have to go over. Turn! That's Needle Rock. Makes sense. Big thing sticking out of the water. It's a needle. You know what? Let's go ahead and get... Ooh, can I remember the song? I can. Let's get some daytime music going on here. Song of Passing. Always a useful little tool. I said the word useful a lot in this video. I'm not sure why. It just happens to be a word on my mind. It's a useful word to be able to say useful. That's a joke. I'll try and stop saying it now. Yeah, huh. Now I'm really putting thought into it. It's like when you try and think of different ways to say the same thing in like an essay or something. A tangent away from the game, but I had a friend who wrote an essay, and their teacher, gave feedback on the essay, and one of the things they had commented on was, instead of saying like the character's name, try just referring to him as like the Mariner or something. I guess every time he addressed the character, he was like, yeah, Stephen Rock was messing around, and then Stephen Rock did this, and Stephen Rock, instead of saying his title. That's a weird thing. Don't know why I chose to mention that. We got another Korok. That's cool. We're gonna teleport now. We're gonna go to the Tower of the Gods, actually, which is a location we do have access to teleport to. Crazy to think that only a few short videos ago, the Tower of the Gods was not a known location. It was in fact an empty square of the ocean, but now we have a spot right there we go. This is a menu. There we go, Tower of the Gods. Awesome. Now it exists. A big giant tower in a marked square of the ocean. We have two locations around here. One is on the private oasis, and one is on Eastern Fairy Island. I believe they are spaced conveniently apart. So one is straight north, the other is straight south. We're gonna need to do both. Let's go ahead and take the one to the north first, and then we'll teleport back to the Tower of Gods, and then we will move south. You could obviously just sail there, but we can teleport. It'll probably take less time to teleport, right? Wouldn't you say so? I think so. The ocean isn't as empty as I think a lot of people make it out to be. Remember, when I played this game as a kid, I remember the sailing sequences being really long. And granted, I played on the GameCube, which didn't have the swift sail. But, you know, it's not that big of an ocean. Also, speaking of the GameCube version of the game, you'll notice that the forest water that I have has a 30-minute timer on it. In the GameCube version, it has a 20-minute timer on it, which will bring the countdown pretty close to being it's a little bit tighter, but I think even with 20 minutes you would be fine if you were following this route. If you were trying to make up your own route, I think you would definitely have to go back, but even with the 30-minute timer, I don't think you can visit every square of the ocean. Assuming you were going totally blind and didn't know where any of the Koroks were, I don't think you would be able to visit every single island and thoroughly check it in 30 minutes. Even, I mean, what's worse is even if you try and accomplish this task before you get teleportation or even access to all the islands, because some islands we can't go to, even right now. There's nothing there for us, so there's nothing to do, and they're blocked. If we were to go to the Forsaken Fortress before getting the Master Sword, for example, it's blocked. Fire Mountain and Ice Mountain, whatever they're called, both blocked right now. Can't think of anything. Oh, there's one mountain. Well, not a mountain. There's one island that's got like a wind problem. That island's blocked. The Mother Island, blocked until you get the Ballad of the Gales. Just a couple of examples. And so if you're insistent, like, oh yes, there has to be one in Mother and Child Isles, you could be sailing around that for forever and wasting the 20 minutes time that you have. So, you know, it's best to wait till you have all the things you need, even if that's kind of a shot in the dark because you don't exactly know what you need. There's the boy himself with his sprouty friend. This Korok is a green Korok. It's a shiny. Koroks that I'm used to are kind of like, they're like Makar. So they're like tan and then have the leaf face. There you go. There are 2 left, and 2 is all that there is. They're actually... You know how I was just talking about how, like, oh yes, there's one on Mother and Child Isles as like a reference, like, oh, there could be one there, and it was just kind of like a fill in the blank. Well, there actually is one on Mother and Child Isles, but it's on the outside, so you can't warp to Mother and Child Isles. You have to warp to Tingle Isle and then sail. I guess you could also just sail from wherever, but the bottom line is you can't teleport. I think I've explained this in the previous video, but I'll go ahead and very briefly explain it again. Mother and Child Isles, the Mother Isle is like a donut, in the sense that, so I have to make sure I'm positioned in the right way. I just completely like 360 to do nothing. Anyway, Mother and Child Isles is shaped like a donut, in where Mother Isle is hollow on the inside, but with a large rock wall on the outside. You can only reach the donut hole through teleporting in. If you want to reach the outside areas, such as Child Isle, you need to sail there, otherwise you'd be locked in the donut. Hope that makes sense. It'll make sense later on when we actually visit Mother and Child Isles for real, All the times we visited it so far have just been little pit stops for the Goron trading sequence or for the trading sequence we're doing right now. But very soon we will visit this island and we will see the true purpose that it holds. There's a shark. Thankfully he turned around. And dead ahead there is a Goron and a Korok. A Gorok, if you will. What do these two creatures have in common? The answer? They're both in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I guess. They probably have a lot more in common too, like 2 hands, 2 feet, breathe, can't swim. You know, lots of things like that. I shocked myself, that's no good. But I do want this blue jelly for some reason. Wow, this guy is very quick in his revival. There we go. Nice. Okay, we didn't even get it. That's fine. We have 21 minutes left here on the timer for our last Korok. We need to go to Star Island, which is just on the other side of this. If you had even 20 minutes, right now the timer would say 11, and it's not going to take 11 minutes to go over here and water a plant. So we're really in the money. We can even pause and make it daytime again. I'm making it daytime for the sake of an upcoming cutscene, by the way. Hopefully it's not stormy. That would be unfortunate. I'll tell you what, give us the Song of Storms in this game, we would have absolute perfection of control over the different elements of the game. It'd be nice to be able to be like, hey, you know what? Stop raining. Stop being dark. It's raining again. It rains in this world more than it rains in a Minecraft world. It's ridiculous. If you guys don't play Minecraft, it tends to rain a lot in Minecraft worlds, especially if they're online. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I won't explain a different game while I'm doing this. Hey, that's a bomb barrel. That's no good. But what is good is we've just arrived and we can see there in the dead center of the island a Korok waving around. Oh, look, we're going back in time. 2015, 2014, 2013, 2011, 10. Here we go. Water the last Korok. And it's becoming sunny. The game heard my pleas. It heard my woes. And we can now watch the final cutscene where the trees all blossom into Deku trees and give us pieces of heart. Look at how goofy his smile is. Swordsman, come see how healthy my forestry has become. Wow, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. He's got a face on him too. Oh, I just collected the piece of heart. That's, I believe, heart piece 36, so we have 15 hearts total now. But as you can see, he's got a little smiley face. He's going to become a big, strong Deku tree. And this Korok is just absolutely jazzed to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you have, please like and subscribe, and tell your friends about the series if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys turn my videos around. And I'll catch you guys all back here next time for the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Until then, as always, take care.